I will speak on the day that I think, and I have said before, outside of the days that we make judgments, this is the most important day of the judiciary, where we come to return to Kenya and to her people an account of what we have done in the preceding 364 days. A day when, if we were living in those other days, we would be talking about the pound of flesh. And standing where I do, I want to extend a warm welcome to you all on this most auspicious occasion, the simultaneous presentation of the judiciary's annual SOJA report and the launch of the institution's strategic blueprint for the next 10 years. It is supposed that the two documents are being launched together, and thus deliberate. The SOJA annual report provides a detailed snapshot of the status of the judiciary and frames the justice context from the judiciary's perspective. Taking this context into account, the strategic blueprint contains the activities and interventions the judiciary shall undertake over the next 10 years to deepen, enrich, expand, and improve access to justice and the rule of law in our country, not as an end in and of itself, but towards the positive social transformation of society. Particularly since the promulgation of the Constitution in the year 2010, the judiciary has been on a trajectory of transformation. The first blueprint, the JTF, the second, the SJT, and now this, the third one, the STAJ. As you are well aware, the judiciary has been implementing the STAJ vision since its launch in September 2021. Since then, research and consultations have been ongoing that have resulted in the blueprint being launched today that contains the precise methodology, activities, and interventions that will be implemented to deliver the people-centered justice outcomes in the STAJ vision. The development of this strategic blueprint represents an important milestone for the leadership and management of the judiciary and shall reinvigorate our reform agenda across the judiciary. The product of a highly collaborative and consultative process, the STAJ blueprint provides the foundation upon which we shall all endeavor to fulfill our constitutional responsibility and covenant with the people of Kenya for an independent institution of excellence in the delivery of justice for all.
The Honorable Chief Justice, Lady Justice Martha Koome, and your Deputy, Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, ladies and gentlemen, as usual, I'm really pleased to see Chief Justice Emeritus Maraga and Mutunga. And as I said last time, you keep giving us the best example of how you must support your successor, an example that is missing in many parts, in other arms of government, and keep leading by that example. I really want to start by thanking you for all the work you're doing for Kenyans, Honorable Chief Justice, and more so in driving judiciary reforms. Our Constitution provides that sovereign power belongs to the people of Kenya, and this power is to be exercised only in accordance with the Constitution. Article 159 provides that judicial authority is derived from the people and shall be exercised by the judiciary through courts and the tribunals. This therefore means that judicial authority must be people-centered. Hence, your blueprint and theme for people-centered justice. Our judiciary has been very progressive, as I've mentioned in the past. It remains the only platform for citizens who seek to have their rights, liberty, or property safeguarded. You have been very deliberate and inclusive through the various court users committees that are bringing together members of the public, judicial officers, and various actors of the justice sector to deliberate on issues that affect the delivery of justice. The Nairobi County government is a member of various of these committees, where our county attorney, and I'm sure she is here somewhere, represents us very well. Your work is providing confidence to investors, confidence to business people that there is predictability, there is the rule of law that supersedes the rule of man, and that people can be confident of what they put in. Thank you. That is driving a lot of investment to our country. And is continuing to attract more investment just because of doing the right thing. When we go to other parts of the world and say, this is the only country where a presidential election has been reversed in Africa, many people don't believe it. But in as much as it was done, not for the show, but because of the issues that were brought, it really strengthens the standing of Kenya. Kenya is seen as a great beacon and a great frontier for investment globally because of the work you do. As I was saying, you've increased access to justice through your online platform, made it easier for those who seek justice to petition court and have their matters heard without having to travel far and wide. The creation of the Small Claims Court, which we are proud of as Nairobi County, has given litigants an opportunity to access timely justice and ease congestion at the commercial courts. Nairobi County, as you know, is working with you. We've donated land to the judiciary to support the construction of small claim courts in Mihango, Kasarani, Huruma, and Dagoretti. And the county will be formally reaching out to the judiciary to set aside a courtroom in the 4 areas where offenders charged for breach of various county laws can be arraigned at the courts nearest to them as required by the law. However, I have a little issue, and I think you know. For years, petty offenders in Nairobi have been served right here at the city court. Access to justice means convenience, means quick dispensing of small matters. You know, some even I can't describe. Someone has done that. Now, when we take these people to Milimani, and then it takes another 2 days. And then I think, in as much as, yes, the authority belongs to the judiciary, partnering with us to devolve. Devolution is based on the principle of subsidiarity. A service is best offered at the lowest level, compatible with that benefit of the service. Very many Nairobians are being, inconvenienced. Now having to go all the way to Milimani, they are used to us serving them here, quickly dispensing with that matter under the authority of the judiciary. I urge you to return the the city court under the direction of the judiciary. But let us sort that out. Because without that, the city slides into anarchy. These small offenses, and let me even remove the spectacles now. These small offenses that need to be dispensed with, when the people realize that we're not able to, we will not be able to uphold rule of law in this city. And we shall slide into anarchy in the capital. I beg you that you can reconsider that. Let me say, I have long admired the Chief Justice's leadership. You take your constitutional and historical role seriously. You understand not just the formal constitutional role that this institution that you lead must play, but also its historic one, the protector and interpreter of the new constitution on which our national hope rests. It's a dual duty that you must be aware of, not just the formal legal requirements of the role, but also the call for visible, substantive justice. It must be seen to be delivered, not just delivered. In my view, you and your branch of government have discharged both duties with distinction. Congratulations, Honorable Chief Justice.